by the time they're seeing you, you're not sort of proving yourself, hey, I'm not this young guy here. They already see a results, evidence-based person that's got a track record. Hey everyone, I've got Josh Hart with me here from One Agency in Launceston. How are you, Josh?
Hello Tom, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Josh, which exactly is the agency?
Yeah, so it's One Agency in Launceston. We deal in residential property and also property management and also developments, land especially.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm just turned 25 on last week.
Okay, and you've been in real estate how long?
This is my 8th year, but for 7 years I started as a sales cadet back at 17. That involved reception, property management and sales. For a year and a half I worked as a sales cadet for the CEO of a multinational in Launceston. Then from that point I worked for 5 years for one of the directors as pretty much his personal assistant or business manager. Right. So a facet of roles involved in that, and then only January last year I went to a boutique agency, One Agency Launceston, and started as a full-time property consultant.
Beautiful. And Josh, you did how much in fees last year? 406
GCI.
406 GCI for the calendar year.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2014.
Correct.
Okay. What's your average price?
Average price for the house is 263,500.
Yeah, 263,000. Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys in Melbourne and Sydney listening to this guy, he's got to sell a lot of houses. What's your average fee?
Average fee is 8.5.
8.5 grand. Okay. So you do 8.5 grand average fee. VPA?
Yeah, VPA ranges between 2,000 and 5,000 depending on the property.
Okay, and what are you normally selling online, print, in the package?
Everything.
Right.
So from our company's point of view, one of our main differences is that we believe we've got the best marketing package in Launceston.
Right.
So that's online, that's offline, that's social media, it's video, it's the lot.
Right.
Non-negotiable, got to have it.
Right. Okay. So, Josh, let's talk about it. 1 year in real estate to write 400,000.
Yes.
Right. Can I ask you what are like 3 major tips that you can give to the viewers? We've got a lot of young agents. Yeah. 400's great money in your first year to write, and an average price of 263 grand. Yeah. 3 big tips.
First one is that you've got to work hard. Right. No one ever gives you a free lunch. So when I started back in January, I was working ridiculous hours. I would get to work about 8 or 9 o'clock. I would finish at 11 or 12 at night.
You're kidding.
That's honestly right there. It's literally long hours when I'm on the road between probably 10 o'clock in the morning, probably finish around about 4 o'clock with 5 o'clock with all my inspections. Then I'll quickly go and get some dinner. My partner lives 2 hours away at this moment, so we're on the phone, and then I'm doing all my administration, all my personal marketing, all my strategies moving forward, answering back emails, doing a little bit of databasing, doing my social media. There's so much stuff behind the scenes, and for me it was I was going to go quick. I was not going to go slow and steady. There's sort of some goals in place for me, and they're non-negotiables. So I've got to put in the hard yards, or I'm not going to get to the places I want to be.
Okay, I mean, I'm interested. What drives a 25-year-old to be working those sorts of hours?
Success in the future,
right.
Setting up my family for the future. So my partner's about to move up from Hobart. We're 2 hours away. We're just building a house as we speak.
Right.
For me, I want the opportunity long term to be able to go on holiday when we want. I want a team behind me, which I can just let them be for a month and be able to take my family away to Europe.
Okay, so what you're saying is the vision is driving the passion for the work,
Short-term pain, long-term gain.
Beautiful. So, Josh, I mean, they're long hours. How many days a week are you working?
Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Sundays is when I'll do open homes from 9 o'clock until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Straight in the car, straight down to Hobart. We'll have Saturday evening, Sunday with my partner, drive back Monday morning.
Okay. Do you prospect?
Yes.
What kind of prospecting do you do?
Where do we start?
Okay.
Everything. So when I first started, I focused on social media. Right. Had a lot of friend following, so I utilised my personal page and made it into my business page, invited everyone.
How many likes you got on there now?
Over 3,000 now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, how often do you post?
Nearly every single day.
Right. And what do you normally post?
Range of things. So in the beginning, it was a lot about my success, building up a reputation. Then I sell properties quickly for great prices. I'll preload my property videos videos online. So before they go on to the mainstream media, they'll be on social media first. I'll put pictures up of architecture and design, which me and my partner absolutely love.
Right.
So certainly just things which aren't so real estate, things which people connect and relate to and go, oh, I'd love to have that in my house.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just about selling and buying, I'm also about that whole experience, that I love property. So let's talk about every facet of property. I'll put up vendor testimonials. I'll put up written testimonials on video and written for testimonials. That's the crux of it from a social media side.
Okay, let's talk about so social media. In your mind, 100% you can get business from.
Got to do it. My first listing was off social media.
Wow.
What's
your favourite platform? Facebook.
Facebook. Facebook. I've been really focusing on the last 12 months. I've done a lot of reading, a lot of research in regards to sponsorship, rankings, and how to get people. To see my clients' properties on there from a passive point of view. I'm now looking at Instagram as also another media, but they're the main two platforms.
What's your biggest tip on Facebook?
You've got to be consistent.
Yeah.
You've got to be knowledgeable into it. So instead of uploading a video from YouTube, I'll upload them direct onto Facebook platform.
Right.
Because you've got a bigger screen, you've got more of a retention rate, more views, it plays automatically, it's easier to sponsor, and you're just going to get more hits out of it. I have people, I loaded a property in Newstead, went online, got over 2,000 views within 24 hours. People would walk into my open home, where did you find that property? Off Facebook.
How long does it take to load it up on Facebook?
Maybe 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
I'll just press upload, walk away, and then come back and submit.
Okay, there's gold, gang. Upload them onto Facebook and don't use another platform. If you're using video on Facebook, upload them onto Facebook. Don't use YouTube for that. Let's talk about. Are you a cold caller, like a door knocker, or not really?
Have never done door knocking in my life.
Right.
Won't do it.
Yeah.
For me, it's my success. So if I sell a property,
Yeah.
I'll get a DL flyer done
Yeah.
for my core area. That will go every second week.
How many in your core area?
1,000.
Okay.
I've just branched out to another 1,000 in two separate areas. So we've got Youngtown, which on average sells for 250, and then I've got another suburb called East Launceston, and that on median is 450. So I've got two platforms there targeting both.
Mate, okay. So you run a bit of an attraction type business here, don't you?
Got to be.
Yeah.
Non-negotiable.
You use your current listings and marketing and success of those listings to get more listings. That's pretty much your strategy. Okay, Josh, can I ask you a little bit about listing presentation and differentiating yourself? You're a young guy that goes into listing presentations probably against people that are older, and probably people that have been more established in a market.
Spot on.
Yeah. How do you overcome those?
First thing would be speed.
Right.
In our marketplace, we've got a lot of agencies, 21 agencies. There is over 120 agents in that area, and we have got 100,000 people in our Greater Launceston region.
Right.
So from that point of view, there's a lot of agents in that area. For me, it's speed.
Yeah.
So the moment someone calls up for an appraisal, they're getting a black box, we call it, by close of business.
Right.
That's the first thing that we're on.
The black box is a pre-list kit.
Pre-list kit.
Right.
Yeah.
What's in that pre-list kit?
We've got a couple of goodies. So I've got chocolates, coffee. Would have I've just started this. It's called a flick book.
Yeah.
So every single sale of mine over the last year
Yeah.
is a DL. It's
Yeah.
laminated. It's all together in a little ring.
Yeah.
I put that in the pre-list kit.
Yeah.
So someone opens it up. They're going through it, and it's sold. 18 days, 14 days, 21 days. So they're seeing that when I walk into their front door, they know I can sell.
Yeah.
All they need to be confirmed about is that I'm doing the right strategy for them, and they like that recommendation. They feel comfortable with me. It's not trying to work out if I'm competent. That's already been done by that pre-list kit.
So the pre-list kit is a big part of your strategy.
Huge.
What you're saying is, by the time they're seeing you, you're not sort of proving yourself, hey, I'm not this young guy here. They already see a results, evidence-based person that's got a track record.
In real estate, we're too much about, how do I put it? We're too much about saying a lot of things, but without fact.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to take away is that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
It's showing the fact and the result. So for my last 12 months, my average days of market is 28 days, over 49 sales. And so that's one of been my huge push. The other thing is that I sell all my properties 80% within the middle to upper end of the range.
Right.
Now that flickbook shows that as evidence. So when people say, oh, well, I'd come and negotiate in the lower point,
Yeah.
I'd go, yep, that's all nice and good, but I'm one of the strongest negotiators in town. Here is proof.
Okay, so Josh, what you're essentially saying to me is that don't just say it, be it.
Yep.
Right? I want to. So, do you ever get questioned about you being young, or not really?
I do, but I don't believe it's about age.
Right.
I think it's about skill. If you
Right.
can prove that you've got the skill set,
Yeah.
if you can prove that you've got the results to back you and the team to back you,
Yeah.
they shouldn't question your age. They should never question
Yeah.
that if you can prove that you actually are competent in that field.
Yeah. Well, scripts and dialogues, you're good at. You know what to say. Yeah.
It's natural. It's not scripts and dialogue for me.
Yeah.
I think if you start sounding like you've just come off a voice recorder,
Yeah.
people are going to pick it up straight away.
Yeah.
Because we're dealing with people.
Yeah.
And they want to build that relationship. So when I go into an appraisal, it's more about having a conversation.
Right.
To me, it's not going there from the hip, shooting from the hip, going like, this is the price, this is the marketing,
Right.
this is what you need to do. I'll sit down with them prior to me arriving. They'll fill out a survey,
Right.
which asks them a ton of questions. So when
Yeah.
I get there, I know what they want to talk about.
Okay, so you asked to look at the survey before you
Yes.
start.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So they've got a pre-listing kit. They've got a survey. How many appointments? One appointment or two appointments to sign up a listing generally?
The appraisal will be the first stage, so that will be 1 to 2 hours.
Right.
Then I'll do a card and a follow-up call the next day.
Yeah.
And then usually I don't have to go back to confirm anything. It's literally, Josh, we're ready to list.
And they just call you and you go over and sign it up.
I'll be calling them.
Right.
I'll be touching base, seeing where they are, seeing where they're at, what their thoughts are, if they had any questions, are they seeing any more agents.
Right.
But I'm there every step of the way until they make a decision.
Okay. You've put on a PA now.
Yeah.
When are they starting?
A month and a half ago.
Okay. What are the main things that the PA is going to be doing?
All my administration work.
Right.
I don't want to be in the office.
Right.
I know what my rate is per hour.
Right.
So for me to be in the office doing administration, to do all my marketing and all that, I have an input into it and I make the strategies, but I know that where to make money and to be a success is out on the field, on the road, meeting people every single day.
Got you.
So whether it's him sending off emails, whether I've just had spoken to a client and I need him to send off a couple of things, that's what he'll be doing.
Right.
Whether he's organising my day, getting all my appointments ready, so I walk into the office, pick up everything and walk, he's doing that. Whether he's uploading things onto the internet, whether he's drafting things so I can approve it, he's doing everything which I don't need to do, so I can be out meeting more people, making more deals happen.
Got you. Next question is it like, if there's other people watching this video right now, 1 year into it, what's the best piece of advice you'd be giving yourself, and what's the best piece of advice you'd give to them? You're 1 year into it. What's some of the advice you'd give yourself on day one in the job?
Many times when I thought, what the hell am I doing?
You're paying a price today to have something
Yeah.
tomorrow.
You've got to back yourself.
I would bank anything on you. You're going to get there. That completes the free video. If you'd like to see the full length of this interview, plus get the implementation video, plus get the scripts and dialogues and accountability, I recommend you join the Real Estate Gym. Hi, it's Tom Panos here, and I'm pleased to announce that I'm opening the doors to the Real Estate Gym 12-month training program. On a weekly basis, you'll be getting the full $1 Million Agent interview, plus an implementation coaching video on how to implement those learnings. You'll be given the tools, letters, techniques that the agent is really using in their own business. You'll also be getting the latest scripts and dialogues that are working in the marketplace.
Tom Panos is Australia's leading real estate coach and speaker. He's done everything that he coaches. So I think when it comes to quality takeaways and quality of information, Tom Panos is about as good as you're going to get in this country.
All silent! Sold! Congratulations!
There is two main things you will get out of the program. How to consistently get called into more listing presentations, and once you're in, how to consistently get picked as the agent that they list with. On a monthly basis, we will have a webinar that's going to keep you accountable. I've assembled 13 great mentors that will help you understand what they're doing to succeed in business. This 12-month program with all the tools, techniques and coaching in it would have an estimated value of $25,000 to $30,000 a year. I'm making it available for less than $10 a week to a small group of agents who want to have the best year ever. I look forward to being part of your real estate growth for the next 12 months.